Well, ongoing, let's go ahead, ruffle, shuffle the cards, and let's do an open read. Pull the cards, and then we'll look at them and see if we can figure out what they're saying. Now, somebody was asking me if I moved, or I haven't moved. I'm just changing the energy here. Pretty soon, this couch is going away. It's going far, far away because it's all Native American, and I'm changing this to a Zen field, so this has got to go. And I'm not done with what's here. I'm going to try to add something else today. We'll see if we can get it to go up there. So let's go ahead and pull the cards, then we'll look at them and just see if we can figure out what they're saying, what it's pointing to today. Can't wait till I'm totally done, and then I'll show you the whole house, how it's changed. But yeah. It's coming along. I'll have to say that. It's coming along. And the pictures I just put up in the bedroom are photographs that I did with my daughter. That's my daughter in those photographs. That I did that photo shoot with her up in Washington. And this is a photo that I took of a flower. It was an absolutely perfect rose. So that's a photograph as well. So, yeah. I do painting, I do photography, I do decorations, I've done wardrobes for people. If it's something in the art field, I've probably done it, you know. So let's see what we have. The first card we have out is charging forward. Fast, mentally fast, moving. But let's see what we have with that. Changes, mentally fast, making changes. This is sometimes manipulations, but this is as above, so below. In this case, I think it's something else, because our other card that we have with this is the wheel is turning. So a rapid change coming. Rapidly moving forward. A massive change. So let's see, it's about looking deeper. This could be your own investigations or outside investigations. The Hermit, being alone, looking deeper. The spiritual search, looking at the subconscious is what the gray is, the subconscious area. So it's about viewing the subconscious, looking deeper at what's being held, the things that you're holding to, concrete holding to, and about taking action, starting to move, okay? Starting to move. We have the desires, what's being sold, the merchant, okay? Sitting there, kind of determined, what he's thinking, the actions based on what he's thinking, okay? In the mental realm, surrounded by his emotions. But let's see what it says here. Not liking some things that are coming, okay? What's being offered up. And maybe, again, this is somebody that is just not interested, you know. in that depression mode. When it comes to the family dynamics, etc., the emotions that they're still carrying. So let's see what else we have. We have compassion, the woman of compassion. In this case, that lid is on there, but let's look and see what else it has to say. What the actions are that you're putting into place. Okay? Hanging on to the actions. Actions you're controlling for the long term. Okay? So where are you going for the long term? The challenge is an agreement, coming together with an agreement when it comes to your valuation system or what's being birthed, looking at the abundance, looking at America, and going into mental rest mode. Okay? Are people resting in it? There's an agreement about America. Okay? The challenge is maybe they feel like not enough is being done. So let's look at the outside influence. The outside influence is the moon. Okay? What's done by dark of night or mental instability when it comes to what's being given out, what's concretely being handed out, doling it out, and the nightmare, the care, the concern, mentally concerned with what's being handed out, and this moon madness, this craziness. So we can see yet again, this is another reading about the Trump administration and things that are going on or not going on, as the case may be, because this is the outside influence, the insanity, things by dark of night, what they're putting out there, and the care and concern that people are having about this now. So if we look at this, let's break it down. The four corners, charging forward mentally in agreement about things that are being repressed, and the wheel is turning. Consequences have actions. So there is the very center of it, this maelstrom of just unhappiness with what's being held on to and the control of the actions. So it looks like, again, people are really dissatisfied with what's taking place, what he's doing with families, his desires, the drama he's putting out there. They're looking more judiciously into the long term, and the lid on compassion, this unhappiness with the way things are moving, what he's holding on to, the manipulations, okay, that are taking place. And again, there are the investigations into what he's holding on to. That's moving forward. The families and things are charging forward. They want to get this done, and they want the consequences to his actions to come out for what he's trying to sell. Karma. People are wanting the karmic things to come in. So it's about his actions, what he's controlling with his, and the misery that people are feeling when it comes to America, what he's doing. Controlling the actions when it comes to the lid on things for the long term, such as FEMA, not helping, okay? And the families are in an agreement about the actions taking place, being controlled, and they want him to be repressed. His desires, they say, his mental lack. is there. They're looking at his mental lack, that he just, cares about one and one only, himself. Okay? So, let's go ahead and do the clarifying read and see what else it has to say. The first one was on Magatonians, and this one is just on the general population. It feels like the overarching thing with the things that they're not doing, things they're putting in place, and just his lack. He said this is his revenge tour. He's taking revenge on everybody. He's out for himself, and that's it. Give these a good ruffle shuffle, and then we'll look and see. Okay, let's look and see what this says. The center of it all, feeling tied up, mentally restricted, mental restrictions. Strengthening. Juggling this stuff. It could be trying to stay strong when it comes to juggling all of the restrictions that are being put into place, what's being offered up, his trope of lies, the choices being made in life, trying to juggle this stuff, and the drama. And again, this lack of compassion. People are feeling restricted with this lack of compassion, whether it's his ICE raids or whether it's no aid with FEMA, whether it's, taking away Medicare, Medicaid. So feeling a lot of those restrictions now, lack of compassion, feeling embattled, having to push forward. And of course we have his dark drama. There he is, his dark path. Choices made in life are going down the dark path and juggling all this stuff. He thinks he can get away with it. I'm smarter than everybody, I'm smart. And then what happened with it? He owes the government how much now because of his abuse of the taxation system? Okay? He still owes that money to the government. Yeah, his penthouse with 3 times the size it is, worth 3 times, and then when he goes and, he says, oh, it's not worth anything, and yeah, his craziness is catching up with him, okay? Things done by the dark of night. His insanity, the restrictions he's putting on others, and restrictions are coming to him too. We have, again, this painful element. A lot of mental, physical pain because of his manipulations. Above it, there's an ending coming for the White House. An end in place to the White House manipulations. There were deaths that happened because of his drama with the FEMA and those things, the warning. How many people have died in this flood? There are deaths that have come out of this. So we're looking at the higher things. Also, this could be sometimes that's government, sometimes it's experts. When it comes to his attempting to control leadership for America, what's being birthed in America, trying to figure out the next move, the next action. What's being worked on, though, is what? The courts, judicial, okay? This is the divine feminine that doesn't play is coming in for the long term, looking at the long term, sharing, going through the sacrifices, seeing from a different viewpoint, and bringing this stuff to an end, okay? The truth is coming out when it comes to him trying to control, and he is facing a loss, again being pushed to the edge. More messages about action are going to come out, and taking control of the actions when it comes to his attempted theft, the things he's tried to get away with, that is going to be repressed through the fight, the actions of fight, and the messages coming out for democracy and getting to a better place, dealing with all the things that are up in the air, okay? So things are in motion, okay? And his time of reckoning is come, okay? It looks like that wheel is turning, the karmic wheel is turning, and things are all going to start being revealed. His time is at an end when it comes to the White House, okay? That conclusion is coming. Now, there are some that say he'll be gone in August. I was feeling October, something is coming with him. October, but we'll have to see. He is not long. This is told his mental decline, his physical decline is in place, and his BS, the things he's tried to pull the wool over people's eyes, is being revealed, okay? So, yeah, he is coming to the end of the line. Every breath he takes is a breath closer to his undoing and his end point. So on that note, we'll leave that here. We'll see you online.